extra room. But anyway, hey, FaithWorks Automotive of Mesa, Arizona has ASE certified technicians who can handle all of your auto needs, engine and emissions repair, fuel systems, brake repairs, scheduled maintenance, oil changes, tune-ups, air conditioning, and much more. FaithWorks has two locations, 2855 South Alma School Road, just south of Guadalupe, and 340 North Dobson Road, just south of University. Call 480-897-1010 or 480-833-3521 for an appointment, or go to faithworksauto.com. H4W, Heart for Worship.
The waves of troubles come and pour in like a flood. My soul will not despair. Within your sovereign arms, no valley is too dark to keep me from your care. Your presence
never doubted for 8 more days. Jesus came and he was there. And just took one look and he believed.
Yep, no longer will you ever think of that song as China Grove. That'll stick in your head. Died and rose makes much, much, much better sense, doesn't it? Yeah. That's the Apologetics Hour weekly parody. Hey, we've got Julie Baker coming up with the song. Julie owns the copyrights of the songs on the CD, but the project was produced and mixed by J.D. Miller, and the songs were arranged by Miller's Melodies. Now, after Julie, we've got a song by an artist who is home with the Lord now, Calvin Hunt. And when ministering here on earth, he lived in Queens, New York, and I had the opportunity to meet his family, and just a lovely family. I know I've said that before, but it's so true, and I think of him so often. Hey, it's time for our weekly chuckle, and here it is. Wouldn't you know it? Brain cells come and brain cells go, but fat cells live forever.
Today's brief teaching with Frank is brought to you by Shalom, Serving Him and Loving Others Ministry. You are welcome to use this study in any way you wish, as long as it gives glory to God. You can receive these teachings by email, and you are welcome to send us names and email addresses of others who you think may want to receive these studies, especially non-believers. Send the email addresses of those to receive the teachings to frank@heartforworship.com. That's frank@heart4worship.com. And now, here's Frank.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. This is our 58th week of studies on Bible jobs that continue to this day, comparing jobs of Bible times to current employment. Today's background music, as I said earlier, is presented by Dan Dobeck of Schenectady, New York. And just like last week, this week's title to study is Obviously in the Bible, and obviously continues to this day. It's not even necessary to give you a definition. The subject is fishermen. Unlike in days past, there are many ways to fish, and there is equipment galore. But is it different? Maybe we'll find out. Let's take a look, first of all, at today. To start, fishing techniques are merely different methods of catching fish. And, of course, the two most common are with a net or with a rod, reel, string, and hook. But you can catch fish without using a rod or a net. All you really need is a line, a hook, and a sinker, if you wish. And bait the hook, drop the line in the water from land, from a dock, from a boat. Let the line dangle in the water, tug on the line to set the hook when you get a bite, and pull the fish in. Now, I actually don't recommend that way, even though I said it. And I'll tell you why, because when I was a kid, I was holding a nylon line as I was fishing. When a fish bit, it ran with the hook, and it tore my hand up pretty badly. Many years later, I still have that scar to remind me. Now, here's another way to fish without a rod. Cut